Good evening and welcome to KMTV. I'm Andy Richards. Your top stories tonight. GCSE results in for Kent youngsters. Rapist jailed for life. And have you seen the Sheerness Mermaid? But first this evening, the wait was finally over this morning for thousands of GCSE students across the county who picked up their grades today. Jem Collins went to meet a few.
It was just a week ago that A-level students across the county discovered whether or not they'd made the grade to get into uni.
And today it was the turn of GCSE students as thousands of 16-year-olds across the county came into their schools to find out if they'd got the grades they hoped for.
The all-important envelopes were laid out on tables in schools across Kent this morning before pupils flooded in to get their results. Overall, A to C passes were up, but A and A-star grades were down. However, these students here at Valley Park School in Maidstone, and indeed their teachers, certainly seem pleased with the grades they picked up.
I got 8 A-star and A grades and then 2 Bs, and I passed IT.
A distinction star in performing arts, a merit in sports, pass in media.
I'm going to be coming to sixth form to do computing, physics, maths and possibly media as well.
Done really, really well.
Yeah,
so happy.
Pretty good, yeah.
I was only expecting C's, but I've got B's and I'm like so happy.
I was really nervous, like I've been panicking for days, but I'm really happy with my results.
Obviously we're thrilled and we'll have some reflected glory on behalf of our children, but the main thing is their achievements. The achievement for them and for their families is just astonishing and gives them a real passport now and some freedom and choice to moving on to the next stage of their educational careers.
It wasn't such a seamless process around the rest of the county though, as some pupils from the Oasis Academy on the Isle of Sheppey and at the Tunbridge School weren't able to pick up some of their results after a number of papers had to be sent back to be remarked. However, for most of the students here in Maidstone at least, it certainly seemed a day for celebration. This is Jem Collins in Maidstone for KMTV.
A mental health nurse from Canterbury has been jailed for life for raping and molesting 4 women and 2 teenagers. Vijay Bundhan assaulted and abused vulnerable women at Sittingbourne Memorial Hospital and while making visits to their homes. The 42-year-old married father was convicted of 4 offences of rape, 8 of sexual assault and 1 of assault by penetration. Tom Akers has more on today's verdict.
It was after reading a story on Kent Online back in January, when he was first accused of a string of assaults at the hospital, that 3 further women came forward. Maidstone Crown Court heard that all 6 cases were unrelated, and the judge said that he was guilty of a gross breach of trust and that his actions would leave a lasting scar upon his victims. He will serve at least 11 years in prison before being considered for parole.
The body of a man in his 30s has been found in Faversham. Several police cars, ambulances and forensic vans were at Wildish Road following the discovery. Officers taped off the entrance to the woods and a policewoman was seen standing guard. Police say they're not treating the death as suspicious, but they say they were called at 4:30 about concerns for the welfare of a man in some woods in Faversham. Pirates, bees and Peter Pan all graced the water for High's Venetian Fate last night. Thousands lined the Royal Military Canal through the middle of the town to watch the 35 decorated tableaux floating along it. The spectacle is held every 2 years. Groups from across the community dressed up to entertain the crowds, which included MP Damien Collins and fellow guests. Luckily, everything went without a splash. And finally this evening, a grumpy mermaid, which was painted in a park in Sheerness, has been dividing opinion amongst islanders. It was created as part of a Monsters, Myths and Mermaids art festival earlier this month and shows a sullen mermaid threatening to blow up the SS Richard Montgomery wreck with TNT, along with the slogan, "Welcome to Sheerness, you'll have a blast." Jem Collins went to take a look.
It was painted by Derek Tweedy as part of the Promenade Arts Festival, but now this rather moody mermaid behind me has started to cause a bit of a stir in Sheerness. It's received several condemning comments on social media, and now Matt Brown, Secretary of the Sheerness Enhancement Association for Leisure, has also had his views, saying that while it is colourful, it doesn't add a constructive image to the town. In fact, going as far to say it looks like a terrorist mermaid. Mr. Tweedy has given a response saying that it was a labour of love for the Arts Festival and that it's impossible to please everyone.
The poor mermaid. Well, that's it from me today. We'll be back tomorrow with all the latest news from across your county. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter and Facebook. If you've got a great story or any footage you think we'd like, email us at kmtv@thekmgroup.co.uk. Have a great evening. Good night.